What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another match reaction where we failed to beat one of the worst Milan sides you will see in recent memory. They had so many injuries. They had so many so many players missing. That backline looked like a mid-table backline, and somehow, some way, we found a way to not outplay them. And the only real danger we created again was from scrapey crosses that kind of bounced, that could have bounced each way. You know, with a bit more of luck, it would have bounced into the Milan's goal, and that's about it. You know, that's what we're gonna talk about again. Not winning, 3 wins out of 13 in the league, and we're talking about quality of players rather than, again, you know, and I agree, the quality of players, but 3 wins out of 13 is not about quality anymore. It's not. We look like a team that's been defeated. We look like a team with no purpose. We look like a team that just met. Like, again, you know, it's so out of place. It's extremely worrying, and it's getting. I want to say it's getting out of hand. It is out of hand, but we are in big trouble now. Before we get really into the game, like the video, subscribe, and let's go. Okay, so 0-0. We failed to beat Milan. One of the poorest Milan side you will see in an extremely long time. That first half was I don't know, like I think people actually fell asleep from that first half. That was that was horrendous on both sides. You know, nobody really want to go for it. Milan season is kind of over. You know, they are just whatever. We need the points, but we never showed the intent that we needed the points in the first half. In the second half, we kind of stepped it up a little bit. We pushed Milan back completely for the entirety of that second half, but we struggled to create. I keep saying it, you know. Yes, crosses are chances, but that's not enough. Like, we've won 3 wins. We have 2 wins, excuse me, out of 13 league games. 2. I let that sink in. We only won 2 games out of our last 13 league games. This is not just about quality of the players. Let's not kid ourselves anymore. This is not about lack of quality of the group anymore. The way we look at how we play. I've seen us trying to break on the counter, and Yildiz just running in 3-4 players and even Vlahovic, because nobody's following again, you know, and the build-up is so slow. It's so predictable. It changed with Milik and Vlahovic Chiesa came on, and that's just purely because Chiesa has some pace, you know, against a backline that was not a backline. Like, you had absolutely random players playing at the back for Milan, and he was skipping past those players because they were tired a bit and they're just not good. Period. That's what it is. They're not. They don't play with each other. That backline. So that's basically the difference, you know. And with a bit of luck, like I said, that Vlahovic, that Rabiot flick goes in. And that's about it. You know, you had a header with Milik. You had some scrapey moments, but not real danger. Like, there's nothing. Like, if we won it, you might say, yeah, on the balance of play, yes. But we didn't win it, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, we are so unlucky. Because we're not unlucky. If you win 2 games out of 13, you're not unlucky. You're just shit. That's just what it is. Like, that's the reality. It's not about luck anymore. 2 wins out of 13, you're garbage. You're an awful team. You're rubbish. That's what we are right now, and we are in big trouble. You know, I see people, and I think that's the issue. I think the players, and even Allegri, when he talks about it, I think they are like, yeah, we are going to make Champions League, but we're not going to make Champions League like this. Like, how many times do we need to say it? Roma can go to 4 points tomorrow, I think it is. And we need to play them next week. We are going to get smoked. If we play like that, Roma will smoke us next week. Not 1-0. Not 2-0, but it will be worse. It will be 3-0, 3-1, whatever. They will absolutely smoke us if we go to Roma and we play like this. And we will play like that. We will get smoked over there. So if they win tomorrow, I don't know who they play, probably a crap side, and they win against us next week, we are in massive trouble. Because, oh, we have Salernitana and Mons on the final day, I see people say. You want to wait until the final day? Who tells you? Like, where's the guarantee we will beat Salernitana? There are no guarantees the way we play. We do not put pressure on teams the way it should be. We don't put goalkeepers under tremendous amount of pressure that you come out of that game, you're like, man, he had one of those games, those goalkeepers. We don't do that. We don't do that. We still need to go to Bologna. We still need to play Monza. It's not a given. For us right now, nothing is a given. We won 2 games out of 13. And we show no intent that we need to win games. And that's so disturbing. You just need to hope the other teams, Roma, Atalanta, and Bologna, start dropping even more points. That's the only way, again, we are going to get in. Not because we deserve it, but because the rest are so poor that we just kind of roll in. We will roll into it. Bologna can tie us tomorrow on points. Like, it's extremely worrying, and nothing is going to change, obviously. But I don't even know what to say anymore. You know? Do you want to talk about players? Rabiot was rubbish. Vlahovic, isolated. Couldn't keep hold of the ball. Don't blame him. In that first half, I felt sorry for him. Like, it's like, if you wanted that type of striker and you want to play that way, then move Vlahovic on, because it's poor. Like, even Yildiz, like, he gets the ball and he needs to look up so long, and he needs to take a couple of touches before he can actually link up certain play. Like, there's no cohesion in that team. You know, there's absolutely nothing. Kostic, man, the guy just crosses without watching. We were, 2 minutes into the game? And he just fires a cross into Vlahovic's body straight. And Vlahovic just like, dude, chill. Just look up first, because I'm not sure why you're just putting in those random crosses. So nothing is going to change, obviously. There's absolutely nothing is going to change. But it is worrying. We needed to find a way to win games somehow. And we cannot even do that. Not by beautiful play. Not even by luck. We just cannot win games right now. And that's a massive issue, because look at the table. Just look at the table. When people laugh and people still joke about it, there's nothing to joke about. We're in trouble. We can actually drop out. Like, it's very realistic. With the pace we're on, with 2 wins out of 13, you're actually going to drop out. On that pace, you're out. So I'm not sure why there's no intent. I'm not sure why the media's not putting pressure, why nobody's asking Allegri those questions in the presser, because we are in trouble. Are they going to wait until we actually lose to Roma and it's 1 point, and then they'll go like, oh, you're in trouble? Because it's going to happen. So I'm not even sure why there are no questions, because this is crazy. They're just going into the presser room and act like everything is normal. And they're 20 points ahead. Like, it's not. Like, this is, from top to bottom, this is a disgrace. This is sackable on so many levels, because you have people allowing this, and you have people who are sitting there overseeing this, making no tweaks, getting no reaction out of these players, and we are just falling down. And that's about it. You know, it's a waste of time again for everybody, you know, at the stadium, at home, players. It's just a waste of time today, but nothing else to say anymore. It is what it is right now. Just pray Bologna, Atalanta, and Roma drop points. That's it. That's also it for me. Like the video, subscribe, and I will see you guys. Ciao.